Hey there, life is good. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 2709 of What's You Up To Now. Today we are talking about step 6 of the IDEANCE process, and that is to celebrate. We're talking about it with respect to how to supersize and grow your business and gain a competitive advantage by actually making the world a better place as part of your business strategy. I think everybody that wants to be the leader in their industry should have some sort of a contribution. How am I going to interact with the world? Policy and systems and processes in place to make giving back to our communities, giving back to the world, making the world a better place, part of your corporate culture, part of your identity, part of who you are. Why? Because it's the right thing to do. We want to all make the world a better place. At least I hope we do. And what we put out into the world comes back to us. I could talk about that probably forever. I don't know that I always thought that or believed that or even knew that. I don't think I even knew that until I was probably in my 40s. I just grew up giving back and doing things that help other people. And I just thought that is the way, because that's how my parents raised my sisters. And I thought that's just the way everybody behaved and thought. I thought everybody just wanted to make the world a better place. And then I had some experiences that taught me absolutely positively not the case in many human beings' lives. And so I soon realized that building that into my businesses and making it a part of who we were in our culture, number one, attracted better employees, better team members, better partners to my organization, because we were aligned on a much deeper level in terms of the causes and our core values than before I had made that shift in how I operate my businesses and my personal life as well. Now, I did find as my 30s and 40s, I was like running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I was raising my kids, married, had dogs, had all kinds of stuff going on. And I found that I had to contribute in different ways than I was used to contributing prior to having kids. Before I had kids, I could do things like big brothers and big sisters. But then once I had my kids, I guess I probably could have figured out a way to still do it. But there just wasn't the time or the energy between that and running my businesses and working in corporate America. It was a very busy time. And I think we go through seasons in our life, but we can always be contributing by setting the example of how we want to be treated by treating people the way we want to be treated, right? That example in and of itself, by being yourself, by being true to yourself, by being honest and open and authentic in your communication, by sharing information, by sharing your skills and your gifts with other people just because you can, and you don't have to charge them for it, is an example of how we can all make the world a better place, no matter where we are in our personal lives and personal situations. I find that some of the fastest, easiest ways to get over problems and challenges and disappointments or depression or anxiety is to interact with other human beings that need help. By helping others, we help ourselves. That's been my experience. So today we're coming up with ways to celebrate not only achieving our overall contribution objective that we set for ourselves this year as part of step 2 of the process, because we first said, okay, this is where I am with respect to contribution. This is where I want to be. That creates this gap, and all the other steps of our IDEANCE process fill in that gap. And one of the, I think, really important for cementing the feeling and the learning for me and for a lot of other people I work with and talk to is the fact that we celebrate and acknowledge our wins. We acknowledge what's working for us, and we do more of that. We acknowledge where something didn't work out the way we had anticipated or the way we wanted it to, and what we can learn from that to take into our next experience, right? That's how we continue to grow and develop and expand our lives and set the example for other people and make the world a better place. Guess what? I want to make sure I'm setting the example for the people in my life, especially my little granddaughters, that I get frustrated sometimes. Yes, I too still get frustrated because I expect things to be different than they actually are. And then I remind myself, I take a deep breath and I'm like, okay, what are my expectations? And they're not being met because this is what's really going on. This is what my expectations are. If they don't match, they clash. Therefore, I'm feeling frustrated. So what am I going to do about it? Am I going to continue to expect things to be different than they are? Or am I going to take a deep breath and then meet the situation where it is and change my attitude and behavior about it so I can change the situation? Absolutely. For Be a Better You and Supersize Your Business, we're talking about the same topics this year, which has really helped me to streamline my content and make my life easier. Between that and all the other tools that are available to us are our businesses and our lives don't have to be as hard as we try to make them. We don't have to freak ourselves out or stress out about things. We can just find solutions and ask for help. If you need help, hit me up and ask, right? If I don't know the answer, sometimes I just don't know the answer, or I haven't come across or experienced something. I'm old, but I'm not that old. So if I don't know, guess what? I will help you always figure out what is the next thing to do. What do you need to do next? Because we don't have to do everything. We just have to do the next thing. Because as we do the next thing and take action and move toward what we want, the universe has a way of providing the answers for us. And everybody's answers are different because we're all on our own unique journey. And that's what makes life so fun and exciting. At least that's how I feel about it. All right. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, go out, make it an incredible and awesome day. And I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.